Jen here with Chaos and Grace. I want to share with you today how our high school experience is going using the Good and the Beautiful High School Language Arts for the first year. How I'm going to do this is kind of tell you Wyatt, he's my son using it, his pros and cons, my pros and cons, and then how we have to adjust it a little bit to work for us. Now in this video, I am not going to show a whole lot of the curriculum, if any of it. If that is something that you want to see, if you want a full walkthrough of it, I did a video on that. I will pop an iCard up here for you guys to check out if you want to see all that. So, but just for today, we are in Unit 2 right now. Looks like this. And we are about done with it. We're going to finish it this week. So before I sat down to this video, I talked to Wyatt and asked him what his pros and cons were in this curriculum. He did use the Good and the Beautiful for 8th grade, 7th grade. Did we use it for 6th grade? I don't know. No, 7th grade and 8th grade, this is our 3rd year using the Good and the Beautiful. His pros, he really likes the art assignments that are in here. At the back of each one of these books, I guess I will show you a little bit of it. They have a pretty detailed art lesson. So you can see part of it. And it goes through and it talks about light, talks about shading in this one. And then at the end of it, you've learned how to draw this tree and shade it properly and everything, and he did a pretty good job. So that's his. Another pro for him is scheduling his own work. He likes that he does not have to open up this book and just do page 1, page 2, page 3. He likes that he can go through it and schedule it and decide what he's gonna do for the day and the order which he wants to work. The flashcards he also enjoys doing. He really likes studying off of those versus studying in the book. And I think he does have ADHD, and I think having it more simply and clear and more minimal versus having all of this stuff on a page helps his brain just kind of zero in on that instead of everything all at the same time. He likes that. That's his pros list. Now his cons list is the Insight Journal. He hates the Insight Journal. It's been rough for him to do the Insight Journal, and we've done 1, and we're coming up on doing 2. I am finding with him, I think probably everybody is like this, teenager or not. If you find something that you don't want to do, sometimes you really just put it off. So in the first unit, I let that be. I let him have total control of it. I wanted to see how it went. I was doing weekly mom check-ins with him. And what that is we will just sit down Monday morning and we'll say, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what we have to do for the week. Let's walk through the unit together. Let's open it up. This is all the work that I expect to be done this week. And you have the week to organize it and do it. Well, what I was finding what he was doing was putting everything off that he really didn't want to do, like the Insight Journal. And that is something that you need to do progressive work in. You need to take small bites out of it and do little bits at a time, so it's not doing a major project the day before it's due. I used to do that a lot. So with the first journal, he got a good lesson in what happens when you procrastinate. So now my pros and cons list. I really like the unit style. Instead of having this big, huge, thick book, I like having small little bites. How we've been organizing this is I have a folder here. What are these things called? I have a folder here, and all of his work just goes right in here. Anything that he needs to turn in, anything that he's working in goes in this folder. His note taking, his whatever, anything language arts wise goes in this folder. When it comes due, he takes out all the things that are not going to be graded on, and which there's a section in there that tells him that. And then he will just hand me the folder, and then I grade that. And that's another thing that I really like, the grading. The grading is awesome. The grading is a super simple thing. They give you all of the information, so you don't have to rely on your own intelligence in language arts, because there's some things I don't remember. But this is your grading sheet. So all equals up to 250 points, and then I can give him a unit percentage, and I transfer that to letter grades just because we like to. I also really like that it is student scheduled and organized and everything. Like I said, when I explained Wyatt's like for this, he really likes that we talk one time about it and then I'm not in his face about it. Art history is another thing that I like. I really like the art in there also, but I really like that there's art history because that is definitely something I am not gonna be, it's not my forte. It's not my I would not be good. I would not do that justice. I think it's valuable and it's good to learn about it. It's interesting, but it's really not my forte, and I don't know how I could teach that to my children without making them fall asleep in the process. So I really like how they do it. It's very interesting. They've got the paintings in there. They've got little blurbs of fun facts, information, and then they tie it together with the art projects in the back. I love it. I really like that there's presentations. Now this was not in Unit 1, but I love that I'm seeing this in Unit 2. I think that public speaking is really, really important. I think it's such an important skill, and it's something that is difficult to achieve as homeschoolers, especially if you are not part of a co-op or if you are not in, you know, I don't know, in church, in various places where you can practice those skills, public speaking. And I'm really, really glad that they included that in the curriculum. At this point, the only con that I have for this curriculum is that it is so independent. Now, this is probably more just our situation and dealing with special needs, but I wish that there was maybe a little part in there, and I'm actually adding this in because this is something that I just thought about early this week. Adding a little prompt in there, like maybe up in the corner somewhere, or just saying check in with teacher or something. Something for him to, once he gets to a point, once he gets a certain amount of the work done, just so we can make sure that they're spacing out their work accordingly. Because I will rarely actually go into this book until he hands it to me. Unless he needs help with something specific, I don't actually go into it. I will help him through it and help him organize it, but I let him go through it because it is supposed to be an independent thing. It's high school. They're supposed to be independent and do their work. But unless he asks me, or we need to see something specific, I won't go into it and like go through it and track his progress and everything. I'm leaving that up to him to organize and to prioritize and to get his work done by a certain due date. So I'm going to share with you how we use the spelling that comes with the curriculum. So when you get your curriculum, there's some links, email links that you are sent also, and you have to print that stuff out. So this is the spelling dictation, and at the top of each unit it tells you where to go. It gives you a link to go so that you can watch the little thing, how to complete spelling dictation. If you need to see it, you don't have to. So what we do is at the beginning of each week, the first day we open a unit, I sit down and dictate these sentences to him, and he writes them down. Whatever he gets wrong from that becomes his spelling list for that week. So I'll just write the spelling words for him for that week on the back of that sheet, and then I will make another sheet for him on a loose leaf piece of paper and stick in his folder, and he will study off of that. So what else is in his folder? So here's his spelling words. See, that was the first week. And then I also take out the flashcards. I just take the 3 that he's working on out, one for poetry memorization, one for geography, and one for his Greek and Latin roots. And that is what he works on in his folder. Everything is right there. It's all organized all in one spot. Again, if you guys are interested in seeing a full walkthrough of this curriculum, I will invite you to see that video that I have linked. And I will be doing check-ins periodically throughout our school year just to let you guys know what I think, because I'm always finding something new in the next unit. I'm really liking this curriculum so far, Wyatt's really enjoying it so far, and I have no doubt that we will enjoy using it throughout the rest of the school year. If you guys have not yet subscribed, I want to invite you to hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the videos that I put out. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that you like this video and you want to see more of them. So that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.